Before installing the new gasket, what I like to do is put some RTV in each one of the grooves where the bolt goes. That way when you go to place the valve cover back in the car, you don't have any risk of the gasket itself falling out. And this is really important on some vehicles because the last thing you want to do is put your valve covers all back together and then realize you pinch the gasket and have to take off everything else that you already took off before. So make sure you do it right the first time. You can definitely use too much of this stuff, and if you put too much you can risk having some fall over on this edge and then get into your engine itself, which is not good. So be sparing with this stuff. But yeah. So unfortunately on this make and model of car, the spark plug grommets are unreplaceable, so they do not remove. So you have to purchase completely brand new valve covers themselves in order to replace those. But on other vehicles, you just take a little screwdriver and you can pop these out. Some of them are really stuck and you got to cut them, but definitely go ahead and replace those while you're in there. The most important part about finishing the valve cover job is tightening these bolts in the correct sequence. I unfortunately do not have a torque wrench that can read such small numbers. However, I'm just going to be using a 1/4 ratchet in order to hand tight these. Definitely do not over tighten these. This is a plastic valve cover that's being attached to a aluminum head, so you definitely don't want to over torque these. Definitely follow the procedure in your service manual, and if possible use the specifications using a torque wrench. But if not, just be safe and don't over tighten these. So once you have everything back together, it's a good idea to go ahead and change your oil, especially because on my application I had the valve covers off for quite some time and I had quite a lot of debris fall into the engine itself. So change the oil and try to get all the crap that fell in out, and should be good to go. Make sure you secure everything and put everything that goes back on place and tighten it all down.